Hey Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Caseyleighreiki. I'm Casey, and today we're going to be doing your general reading for February. This is for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus in Aquarius. So, Gemini's video, I actually got really drawn to use the Mystical Shaman Oracle. I think I kind of want to use that at the end for you guys because I've been picking up on a lot of Saturn in Aquarius energy, Saturn return energy. So I think I'm going to use that towards the end, but for now we're going to get into my Twin Flame Journey Oracle like I've been using. I just feel like this is the one to use lately. We're going to use this, and then we're going to get into some tarot. I'm going to give you guys the spiel while I shuffle, okay? So, energy is fluid, it's not linear, which means anything that we talk about can be past, present, or future tense. We all move through energy differently, okay? In regards to cross-watching, hi, hello, and welcome if you're here for that purpose. The roles can always be reversed in a reading like this because energy is fluid, okay? So if you have to do that, no worries. If it resonates, great. If it doesn't, again, no worries. All right? Masculine and feminine are just energies that we all have within us. So when I speak about them, that's what I'm talking about. If it's gender or sex specific, of course, I'll let you guys know, but usually just the energies. Lastly, if you want to know where you can book with me, how to book with me, where else you can find me and keep up with me, check out the description box below. That's where you're going to find all of those goodies, all right? So let's take a look at this right now. So what do we have for my Aquarius? Wow, why can't I shuffle today? Okay, let's try again. What do we have for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs? There we go. What messages do we have for Aquarius for February? Definitely still feel drawn to the Mystical Shaman Oracle for you guys. I don't know what it is about the air energy that I feel like needs that, but, well, not Libra, but Gemini and you guys, I definitely feel drawn to use it. Okay, let's see. What do we have for Aquarius? One more. Fresh start. I like that. I like that. Just me over here making fun of myself. Anyways, vibrations in reverse. Oh my goodness. And then received. That's really interesting to me because I do feel like this is kind of Saturn and Aquarius energy because Saturn is about karma, right? Saturn comes back around, especially in your Saturn return, and this is talking about like, hey, did you do the best you could do? Did you learn the lessons, right? So with this combo, vibrations in reverse, receive, this is almost like, it's almost like your conversation with that Saturn and Aquarius energy of like, yeah, I know, like I let some stuff get to me and I didn't exactly do, you know, what raised my vibration. Like I could have done better. I feel like you're like, I get it. I know. They do call it like Father Saturn, something like that, because of that exact thing, because it's the lessons coming around. Did you do it? It's like, did you do your homework? No. And you're like, yeah. Like it's, you have homework to do, you know? You have lessons to learn in this lifetime. I feel like this is you being like, I know, I didn't do great. Now I'm going to get my butt kicked. So let's see what's going on for my Aquarius. Yeah, oh my god, look at this. Cycles. Following that, we have crossroads in reverse. I feel like this is acknowledgement. This is, like, just as I was saying, of course, this is acknowledgement of a very particular cycle in your life that you have seen. Like, okay, we've done this before. We keep going, and we're going, and we're going, and we're going. It's like, all right, like, you're acknowledging now. You're stepping into this light of, I see what I'm doing now. I have to take some sort of action to fix it, right? Underneath, you also have surrender. Oh, wow. You have surrender there. Inner child. Underneath that, followed by the divine feminine. Listen, this is exactly what I'm saying. I feel like this is a lot of Saturn and Aquarius energy right now. It can apply to you no matter what, right? So let's call this Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Saturn in Aquarius energy. Just saw 444. This to me, again, acknowledgement, surrendering, instead of this whole time, like you may have been doing, pushing something aside, pushing this healing back, not really wanting to do it, not really wanting to face it. I feel like you guys are definitely in this kind of like Aquarius, like aloof energy where you're just like by yourself, you're kind of ostracized, solitude, just, you know, doing your thing, kind of alone and away from everyone else. Divine feminine, I feel like that's you right there, right? And if it's not, that's fine too. The feminine energy can just be exactly that, just energy, where you're really talking about possibly having some mother wounds, so difficulty with a mother figure that has really kind of, I just heard, I heard it's really fucked you up, but take it as it resonates. I feel like you guys are learning to face this, acknowledge it. You're taking the first step into really healing something here, right? This might have to do with, for some of you, I'm hearing like your self-esteem and the way that you think about yourself. It's possibly, this is the cycle of realizing where this affects you in your life and, you know, accepting that it's there, acknowledging its presence and saying, okay, I need to fix this now. I need to fix this energy. For some of you, it's so that way you can be a good mother or a good parent for your children or someone who is younger than you that maybe you have influence on, right? Again, just acknowledgement that what you have done hasn't exactly been the best. You haven't exactly embraced the healing. Maybe you've been like, oh God, I don't want to do that. Or, I mean, maybe you don't even consciously know that you're doing it, but it is a matter of you've done it. That's plain and simple, right? Bottom line, you have done it. So whether it's a poor motherly figure, that maybe that's where that wounded feminine energy comes from, the mother wound. And then for a lot of you, it's just the divine feminine that needs to be kind of, she needs to be nurtured and she needs to be revived almost. She needs to be loved, and surrendering to that healing and allowing that to happen is very feminine energy. I feel like you guys have this really, I feel like this strong sense of the divine feminine just coming through you, especially if you have your Saturn in Aquarius too. This energy of maybe taking care of others, which is kind of very Aquarius actually. Taking care of others, the humanity, being able to guide others. That's kind of what this is as well. Because look at this, inner child and divine feminine, they're both facing the opposite direction and walking away. And they're both, oh my gosh, wow, they're both looking at the sun. That sun, to me, the sun in itself is masculine energy. The moon is the feminine. So to me, having the sun in both of those is almost like that's the masculine, like, you know, rising, that energy is rising up. That's your go get 'em attitude. Your hell yeah, I'm going to do that. Yes, I'm going to accomplish this. Nothing's going to stop me. Headstrong type of attitude, right? But this is very wounded feminine. It's almost like the exact same wounded inner child here. Exact spitting image of this feminine. She grew up into her, and this is something that you're trying to work on or fix or enhance, right? You don't want her to always feel like this. You don't want your inner child, your inner feminine like that to feel like that. You just don't. Who wants to? You know what I'm saying? I just feel like this is so powerful. My gosh, wow. And for some of you, in a romantic sense, I feel like what's interesting to me, this is what I'm feeling. So this could also be a twin flame type of scenario too, or any soul-to-soul connection romantically. The child here looking at that, what I'm going to consider masculine energy, because it's the sun, right? It's higher up, it's farther away. And then you have this feminine where she actually now has a path directly to the sun, directly into that sunset. So it's almost like through healing yourself, your developed, healthy, empowered divine feminine is finding its way towards the empowered and healthy divine masculine energy, whether it's another person and it's your divine masculine, or it's just you finding unity within yourself. It's like, I just heard rising up to meet the occasion. Yes. Yes, baby. Rising up to meet the occasion here, okay? This is a very clear path. Very clear path. You have gone through a lot and triumphed over a lot, and you've done a lot, and I don't think you really gave yourself time to heal, because you might have always been in a situation where, oh look, and in the surrender card, also a feminine energy, female body here. I feel like you guys never had the chance to heal. You just didn't. You were always in a place where you had to fight. Breaks my heart and makes me tear up because I've been there. I feel like you guys have always been in a position where you need to fight, you need to push, you needed to, do something, heal something, be something that you weren't ready to be. You were forced to grow up a little bit too fast. And I feel like this is a lesson that you weren't sure how to move through. You didn't know how to heal. You didn't know how to even start the healing process. And I feel like there could have been someone in particular, or some specific moment, or I don't know. It feels like this like pinnacle point in time, or a very particular person that has been really helpful for you to find your way to your developed and empowered feminine energy. I feel like there's someone or something specific that awakened you to this, right? I feel like you guys, excuse me, just went through a lot. And finally, there was that one thing or that one person who really opened you out to be like, I have to heal this within myself because I can't keep doing this. It's like the realization, the acknowledgement, like seeing it for the first time of like, I just can't keep doing this. Like, it hurts. I can't keep reliving this moment and having these useless talks with other people or with myself. Like, I'm just running in circles and I'm not getting anywhere. And it's literally, what is it? The definition of insanity is when you do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That's what I feel like you guys are doing. And you're like, I have to surrender to this and allow myself to heal. I have to, for some of you, dig down and go get those wounds and bring them up because they're so like down there. So for some of you, you might be seeking therapy, past life regression, like anything like that, where you're feeling like I feel as though you guys are being really drawn and pulled, even pushed towards like just taking a deep dive into your past, whether it's past trauma or past lives. Like, you really want an in-depth look at why am I doing this? Why do I have to go through this? Like what's wrong in my life? Like, what karma have I created? What karma have I brought into this world, into this life, this reincarnation, where this is something that I have to do? And I feel like, again, your divine feminine is just trying to find her way, and you're growing, you're learning through this process, and it's really helping her like grow into the woman that the divine feminine can be and should be. I feel like, again, the energy that I feel is like you guys are embodying such great strength. You might not have had an amazing motherly figure or feminine figure for some of you that showed you the way, and you've had to do that for yourself. And it's been really hard. It's really hard to think back on these things and these moments. You don't want to feel them. You want to hide from them. You want to run from them. You want to forget them. Like, I feel like for some of you, even it's a mental health thing where you have like intrusive thoughts where you just can't stop thinking about it. You just can't stop. And it's like, you don't want them to, though. It's like they're trying to push their way in, and you're like, no. Like, I don't want to think about that. Don't want to feel that, because every time you think about it, you relive the moment, or you relive the moments of pain. And I feel like beforehand, more so before than now, you want to push it and push it and push it. That's the resistance, right? But now, having this surrender card, it's the total opposite. You guys are like, I have to let the thoughts come through. I can't push them away, right? I have to let them actually like play themselves out. I have to let them fully just do what they're gonna do, because it has to come out of me. It's almost like I can't heal with these things. Like, it almost feels like physical things like trapped inside of you or inside of your mind. And I feel like you guys are like, it has to come out. I think this is also a realization of how much pain maybe you guys really have shoved deep down and never ever wanted to look at again, because you thought that it would just get better. And for some of you, things are getting better for you, but you still have these lingering moments and experiences that bring back and like they dig up pain. It's painful. Like it's the emotional and the mental stress and trauma. And I feel like you guys are like, these are the lessons we're learning with the low vibrations, the vibrations in reverse. You're like, if I continue to push it away and I resist it, I will never feel better. And I don't like where I'm at. I want to feel better. So it's finally the wanting to feel better and then taking that a step further and choosing some sort of baby step to take to actually accomplish that now. I'm just moving those out of the way. But wow, you guys are, wow. You guys are incredibly strong and incredibly like strong-willed. I feel like this is almost like a very typical like underdog type of story where you guys have been through so much and maybe other people didn't even think you were capable of the things that you've done, that you are capable of, right? I feel like you guys have just always exhibited your strength, and now we're at that peak moment, right? Before you've endured, but now instead of enduring all this crap you've been through, it's like, no, you are fully taking advantage of this and, you know, turning your life around or turning this one thing around. You're evolving and changing and growing into this beautiful divine feminine energy, whether you're a female or not. All right, so we have lessons in reverse there, excuse me, which I love seeing because this to me, especially because there's already a book on there, so when I get this in reverse, this to me kind of equates to we're closing the book. We're closing the book, especially if your Saturn is in Aquarius, we're closing the book, right? We've had enough. Not doing this anymore. It's like we want to close the book and we want to like donate it to like Goodwill or something and get rid of it. You know, you've marked up all the pages and you've dog-eared them and you've gone over everything you can, and it's like it's almost like this analogy of like I've gone through all the pages, there's fingerprints on everything, like I've worn this book into the ground, and that book literally is your life, your past, your trauma, all these things that it's like you have this file cabinet in your head of all this stuff that has happened to you. And especially if you struggle with like anxiety, depression, or any sort of like mental illness, PTSD, anything like that, it's like you just want to take that book of your life, we want to close it. We're done. We're done with this. Like I feel like it's so adamant, like we're done with this. You know, maybe someone else can learn something from these things, like, but I'm good with this. Like I want to give this up now. It's just the conscious choice that you don't want to continue doing what you're doing. I just can't stress it enough. Oh, look, I had a feeling this would come out. Purge, but in reverse. That's an interesting one to come in reverse, but what I do feel like is, I feel like purge is necessary here, but having this in the reverse is also that you're willing to take in things. Yes, you'll be purging, but the feeling that I'm getting is more so like, because it falls under cycles. So for me, this is again more of like the acknowledgement that you're seeing things and you're seeing how they affect you, and I feel like you guys, it's almost like you're like, and maybe that's why they wanted me to use the mystical shaman oracle. I probably won't even do tarot, honestly. I'll just use the other oracle cards. But I feel like it's like you guys are totally moving from like one timeline to another or one dimension to another. Like it feels like not just a part of you is changing, but it's like you're shedding all of your skin and starting new. Very like serpent energy, shed the whole thing, start new again, right? It's very powerful. And just FYI, you will hear the door open in a couple seconds, or like a minute or two, right? Probably not a couple seconds, but my partner's coming home in a minute or two, so you'll hear him. Yeah, I feel like you guys are just, there will be no remnants of this left once you guys are done. And I feel like this is finally, for some reason, the time to do it. Like this time is just super important for you to do this. And you, obviously, I feel like you guys are in the throes of it. I don't feel like it's necessarily past. I feel like it's very much so present, possibly a little bit in the future as well, but very much so present energy where you guys are definitely just, it's time. It's just time to move on. All right, so let's see if we can get anything else for you guys, and then I'm just going to get into the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and that'll be how I end off the whole reading. Don't even think we need to get in a tarot, just because I think that this has so much, so many messages in it already. I feel like I just don't even want to ruin it with tarot, so. Okay, we'll do one more shuffle, and then I'll open up the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and then we'll just go through that. And that'll be the end all be all there. Okay, we'll move these out of the way. And then let's get the other deck. Move this. All right. So I'm gonna do this. I'm finishing up a YouTube video, by the way. Ugh. Box, cards. All right, so let's see what we got here. Do a couple shuffles of these. I'm only even at 20 minutes. Well, actually, that's not so bad. I feel like I've been phasing out tarot cards a lot more, so I'm glad that we'll be able to pull this out for you guys. But yeah, there's a lot of Saturn and Aquarius energy here. But I feel like it's probably equal all around. It does sound like Aquarius energy just in general, but take it however it resonates. I feel like this is a huge shift for you guys. I feel like your energy inside of your own body is just like totally different. Everything about you guys is just wildly different, and you are glad that it is. I feel like, again, you're just taking your life by the reins and yeah, just addressing the thing. Just kind of like growing up. I'm literally just growing up. And I don't want to sound too repetitive. I wish I could find another word to describe the energy that I'm feeling. It's crazy. But alrighty. Alright, let's see if we can get one more shuffle and let's try to like make it good. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can. Alright. These cards are new, so they're probably going to stick together. Oh. My nose is super itchy. What do we have for Aquarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Saturn? Definitely struggling with these right now for some reason. Let's see. I know y'all got a message in there for my Aquarius. Oh, these are so hard to pick up. I can't. I don't know why this is just... Hello? Is there anything in there for Aquarius? Hello? You know what a part of it I think is my hands are wicked dry too. So I'm like struggling with this really bad. Because I can't grip the cards. My hands are so dry right now in the wintertime. It's crazy. Alright. Trying to shuffle it up and break up the energy. Okay, let's try again and see if we get anything here. Whoa. Wow, this like doesn't want to... It's been like 2 minutes of me shuffling. Nothing is coming out right now. Okay. Thanks, finally. My God. Wild. All right, what do we have? Oh, we have the moon. Wow. We have the moon, which is literally the epitome of the divine feminine. 37, break it down to a 10. Endings. Endings, 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 endings. Book. I'm like, where did I put the book? It's in front of me. My God, okay. All right, 37. Let's read this. This is so perfect for you guys, honestly. So perfect. All right, here we go. So it breaks it down into the essence, the invitation, and the medicine. So I'm going to break all of these down for you one at a time, okay? Every 28 days, the moon manifests a steady progression from darkness to light and then back again. This phenomenon in our skies has a powerful impact on our human psyches. It offers us a certainty that after periods of emptiness and darkness, there is a light waiting so we can be reborn into a new phase. That would have been a better word, reborn. This calls to mind a native African prayer to the moon. Quote, "May our lives be renewed as yours is." The moon also has a strong influence on the ebb and flow of waters on the earth. This same power, in turn, affects human feelings and emotions and mirrors their rising from or hiding back into the unconscious. There you go. Those are those intrusive thoughts. The invitation. The moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun, and now it comes to remind you of this balance. I wish I had those cards out with the feminine there. Hold on a second. We got to bring it back out. Hold on. So necessary. Right here. That's what that reminds me of right there. Look at this. Look at this beautiful feminine energy right now. Look at that. I'm going to hold these both up while I talk. All right, let's see. Have you been too focused on your outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements? Or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact or show your face? Meditate on the significance of the moon cycle and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human and spiritual needs. The medicine. This card calls you to go on a journey of renewal. See, there it is. Just like the moon does every month, so you can get unstuck, whether from a specific situation or life in general. For this, you need to make time to be with yourself without without the distractions of modern society, and have the courage to look at the unwanted or unembraced parts of your being until you arrive at a place of resolution. There it is. See, I told you. Shamanic lore explains that the finest treasures of humanity are hidden where people are most afraid to go. Can't even make it up, right? Can't make it up. All right, this has been so beautiful. I love y'all so much. Thank you for allowing me the honor to read for you, okay? I wish you guys the best. Honestly, I just want to say I'm proud of you. Whoever's going through this journey, it's tough, but it's worth it, and I know you guys will get what you need out of this. You'll get the experiences that you need, and you'll heal, and you'll be even better and stronger in the end for it, okay? If you liked this video, you resonated, please hit the thumbs up for me if you can. If you liked it, I'd appreciate that. It just helps get my video out to others who also could use this message. And leave a comment if you resonated. I love hearing from you guys, of course. So let me know what you think and what your thoughts are. If you're new to my channel and you like the way I read, you like my content, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification as well so you never miss any of my upcoming videos. And last but not least, like I said in the beginning of the video, everything you need to know about me, where to find me, my website, all that good stuff. It's all going to be in the description box down below. So I'm going to leave you guys there. Good luck. Love you all so much, and I'm going to see you next month. Bye.